Chosen ones, where you are. Chosen ones back with another powerful and productive video, right? Great. Oh yes, if you click on this video, it is not by accident. Someone is preparing to take a very huge risk for you, but the person is being told not to, because if you want to know what continues after the because, then you got to make sure you watch the entire video. Oh yes, chosen one, because we have a whole lot to talk about in this video, so you need to stay tuned. Yes, God bless you as you do so, chosen one. Yes, chosen one, someone is preparing to take a very huge risk for you, but the person is being told not to, because human beings cannot be trusted these days. Oh yes, and the people that betray us most of the time are the people that we normally help. The people that we will take bullet for, such people aren't even going to take even water for you. Oh yes, the person you'll be willing to take a bullet for sometimes are the very roots of pulling the trigger. Oh yes. And because of this person is scared in taking such a risk in helping. Oh yes. Because there is a saying that it is not all weak lions that you see on the street that you feed, because some just need strength back to attack you. Oh yes, this is a proverb and it contains a lot. It is pregnant. Oh yes, chosen one. It's not every hungry lion you see on the street that you feed, because some only need strength to attack you. There is a saying in another adage which goes like this: it is not every dog that is hungry on the street that you see that you have to feed, because some only need strength to start backing at you. Oh yes. And this has happened countless times, that people have helped support, take huge risk for people to level up, to become great. But at the end of the day, they pay them back with evil. They attack them. Oh yes, they attack them hugely. They back at them. You see, there is a saying that when the animal is being caught in the trap, when the animal is being trapped, the way it behaves is different. And when the animal is removed from the trap, the way it behaves is also different. Yes, this is not animal per se. This is a wise saying. I don't know why today it's like I'm using lots of proverbs and other things, because I believe chosen ones are people that are full of wisdom. And even when words are being spoken in parables, you'll be able to break it down and digest it and understand it. Yes, chosen one. Every animal, when they are caught in the trap, the way they behave is different. And when you take them off the trap, it is also different. Yes, and this reminds me way back in the village where we used to hunt animals, we used to hunt games, we set trap to catch grass cutters, all sort of animals, sometimes bird and other things, we trap them. And sometimes you will go check your trap whether it has caught an animal. And when you go, Sometimes you will see the animal being caught in the trap, and the animal is very cool, very silent, sometimes even sleeping in the trap because it cannot move after so much struggle. It cannot go any further. So the animal will be in the trap and will be like it is dead, half alive, or something like that. You know, lifeless and very, humble, very. But the moment you untrap, you take the trap off, you remove the animal from the trap, and you allow it, I'm telling you, it is going to, just go. And if it is a dangerous animal, it is going to attack you, it will devour you. And that is the same way with some people today. After helping them and they've gotten whatever they want, then they turn back to you. They will pay you back with evil. Yes, many people are ingrate. And not just that, but after helping, some people feel entitled. Oh, yes, some feel entitled after helping. And some, it even produces some sort of dependency on you. Oh, yes. And that the day maybe you will not get it for them, or you will not be able to provide whatever the person needs or the person is asking for, then the person will begin to see you in a bad light, try to tarnish your reputation, try to say a whole lot about you, yes, as if you own them. Oh, yes. Because of these reasons, that is why this person that is preparing to take a very huge risk in helping you, in supporting you, is asked not to. Because there are countless examples of people who has been helped, who have been supported, and as they've gotten a stand in life, they rise up against the people, the very people that were there for them, that were feeding them, supporting them, helping them grow. Yes, chosen one. So these days, it's not like people don't want to help people. But certain people, out of experience and what they've seen, personal experience, what, they face in life, they just don't want to. Because people are people. And so many people, they soon forget the good that is done to them. Oh, yes. Some, they will not appreciate what you do. And they will begin to tarnish your image, tarnish your reputation. Yes. That's it, chosen one. So sometimes it's not all because, people don't want to help. There are people with very good, kind hearts that they really, really wants to help and support. But most of the time, people take them for granted. They take their leniency, their kindness to be their weakness. Oh, yes. People try to, exploit them, take advantage over them. And that is why it seems like everybody is becoming wise of late. But I tell you, there is this person that is seriously preparing to take a very huge risk for you. But because of this reason, because of what has happened, people experiences, because of human nature, because human beings are wicked. Many people are wicked in this world, in this life that we live in. Oh, yes. Many people are ungrateful and very wicked, unappreciative, feel entitled, I mean, a whole lot. So this person wants to really, really help. Maybe you are under the sound of my voice right now and you are listening to me, and you are the one that you preparing to take a very huge risk for someone, right? I'm telling you, you have a kind heart, and that kind heart is going to pay off, right? Great. So if it is really something God has put in your heart, if you can take that risk for them, go ahead and take it for them. Even though people are ungrateful, but sometimes, who knows, maybe that is your God-given purpose, to be useful to people. People might think they are using you, but I tell you, when people think they are using you, be glad. It means you are useful to them. Yes, it means you are useful to them. And remember that trees do not eat their own fruits. They provide their fruits for humanity, animals, the birds to enjoy. Rivers do not drink their own water. They provide the water for humanity, the service of humanity, and for animals, for plants. And that is what makes the world beautiful. The sun up there does not shine on itself. It shines on us. It shines on the plants. That is what the plants use to prepare their own food. Right? Scientifically, when you go into it. And the process is called photosynthesis. Right? That's it. So if you are a chosen one, you are just like a river. You are just like a tree that bears good fruit. You are just like the sun. Yes. And one thing is, these days, everybody wants to be the light that shines so bright. Yes. Everybody wants to be the sun that shines in the daytime. Yeah. But you can be one of a different, one of a kind, and be a star that shines on the darkness of people. Yes. You see, stars, the moon, they only shine in the night. Yes. So I would prefer you being the moon or the star. And that is one of a kind. Shining on the darkness of people. Being the light when people are in darkness. To help them see. To help them see true. And that is a beautiful thing. Because everybody want to be the sun to shine in the daytime. Be one with a difference. If you are a chosen one, you are already one with a difference. Oh yes. You are one of a kind. You are a person with a difference. So be the moon, be the star, and shine on the darkness of people. And this darkness stands for those that are going to be ungrateful, those that will feel entitled, those that take your leniency to be your weakness, those that after supporting, they call you names, they say a whole lot of things. You see, when you do good to someone, and at the end of the day, the person doesn't reward you or reward you with a bad deed in return, I'm telling you, such good that you did, normally it touches the heart of God. Oh yes, and God begins to be your advocate. Oh, yes. And sometimes when that happens, you know what happens? You don't have to get upset. You don't have to be pissed off. You don't have to be mad or something. All you got to do is to leave everything to time, to God, to karma, to the universe. Because I tell you, chosen ones, time, the universe, God, karma, will tell your side of the story better than you could ever do. Oh, yes, chosen one. Yes, there is no need to revenge. A wise man once said, no need to revenge because the rotten fruits will one day fall off by themselves and everybody will see what they made of, what they really are. So no need for revenge. And again, don't, because of unkind people, ungrateful people, you will stop being kind or being good. Oh yes, don't because of that. Don't let anyone contaminate your pure heart, your pure intentions. Remember what scripture says. It said, blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the meek, the humble, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they that are being persecuted for the kingdom's sake, for God's sake, for they shall be rewarded. Oh yes, chosen one. So whatever you're doing, I'm telling you, God got you covered. So if you are this person who want to take a risk for someone, don't hesitate. Do to them. I know there are people that out of love, they've taken huge risk for their partners. Some have donated their kidneys. Oh yes. Some have donated a whole lot of stuff, but at the end of the day, they do it out of love for the other person to love them in return, but later everything bounces back. Yes. But don't because of that say you are going to be wicked. No. You are a good person. You are empathetic. You are compassionate. You are loving. And with this trait inside of you, this personality, that is what really proves that there is God in you. And you are of God. You see, we are miracles. We are answers to the prayer of people, to the request of people. Because of your good deed, because of the risk that you're going to take for someone out there will jump and will be happy and will say, indeed, God answers prayer. All because of you taking a huge risk to go the extra mile to help or support. We shouldn't let the evil in this world stop us from being loving people, kind people, good people. For we cannot use hatred to fight hatred. We must use love to fight hatred. We cannot use darkness to fight darkness. It must be light. Yes, choose someone. That's it. And love is one of the greatest things that, everybody understand, even your enemies, they understand it. Oh yes, our enemies, they understand the language of love. Yes. There was this young boy who, a woman picked up, and the woman was helping this young boy, and later something happened, and the young boy, took the life of the only child that the woman was having. And the woman arrested this young boy. And as she arrested this young boy, with time she realized that, no, I have to take that boy out of the prison. And went back and told the police to release the boy. They released the boy, and she started taking good care of the boy. And I tell you, something interesting happened. One day, the boy started tearing up, crying. The woman approached and asked why. The boy regretted for what he did because of the love that the woman has shown him. And today, this boy has become a very great person out of love. Oh yes, there are so many people that have hurt us, caused damage to us, and we've reported them. We've reported them to be arrested. But if you are under the sound of my voice, you can go and get their release. I'm telling you, get their release. Let love handle the rest and see how God, the universe, is going to reward you, shape your life in a few years or even months to come. Right? Great. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching this video. See you in my next video. I'm out for now. Peace.